MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Number 8 stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. 73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Misses, ball 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a tough take on an inside sinker that just missed for ball 3. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Grounded down the third baseline. Gloved by Turner. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Here's Addison Russell.
Second here tonight. Second baseman Addison.
Into the windup Russell. And the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. But this is foul near the seats. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cruz sprinting after it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third.
Stepping in, Chris Bryant. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reaction. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Now that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
Towards second, Zobrist is there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Here's Jock Peterson now. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Sent on the ground out to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting third.
Stepping in, Justin Turner. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Arrieta's got his target. 1-2 on its way. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Now the pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder, and that's the third out. Striding in, Jason Hayward. He'll start things out against Scott Kazmir as we get the inning underway. This is popped up. Seager is right there, and it's a very quick out number one. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. 2-0 now.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Throw won't get him. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Line hard to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. And he is in there. Here's Ben Zobrist now. And a quick glance at the numbers.
Ben Zobrist.
Didn't get on top of the sinker at all, if that's what it was trying to be. It stayed high.
And now with first and third, one out, a lot can happen here. This at bat could really determine the whole course of the rest of this inning.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Cruz makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Settling in now, John Jay. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And that misses for ball 1. Ball 2.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus and making some good pitches.
3-0 now. And now on 3-0, they won't even bother to nibble at the corners as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here.
The pitcher, number 49.
Soft liner towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And he's safe. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game. Digging in for his second at bat, number 8. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Fouled back.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
And he'll try to hold up in time. Here's Corey Seager. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
The shortstop.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Digging in now, Yasmani Grandal. And the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Jay has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. At the plate is Andre Ethier. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Striding in once again, Addison Russell. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Second baseman.
And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
Oh, that was a good looking slider to hit. It kind of hung him one. When you got a slider right there and it's spinning towards you, that's the one you annihilate.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for a hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Chris Bryant.
In the dirt here. And they'll apply the tag, and he is out at second. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning. Here's Jason Hayward now. He popped out in his first trip.
Hayward.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, when you're behind 0-2 as a hitter, you're in swing mode. Nothing changes that like seeing something hard bearing in on you, though.
Seager ranging into the outfield. Makes the catch, and that'll retire. In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Second baseman.
Low
Chase
for ball
Utley.
1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Jay has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. High pop up. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll leave things on the shoulders of Scott Kazmir, the pitcher. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Hayward is there, makes the catch, and the side is digging in to try it again. Wilson Contreras. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Wilson Contreras.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peterson has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting 1 in the seats.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Peterson has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready for another chance? Ben Zobrist. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Seager. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Seager comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Number 8 charges in, and he'll make the catch as he calls his man.
How about it?
Here's Jock Peterson now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Now the pitch. 2-0.
No strike.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside. 3-0 now.
Falling behind 3-0 to the wrong guy right here. You don't want to mess around with him. You know he's going to have the green light. If you throw one inside, he still might turn and burn.
And that's in there. 3-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike two.
Matt, I thought he might be in jeopardy of walking the guy here for the first time in this game. Went down 3-0, but he's come all the way back 3-2 now, and I think he'll just make the guy put it in play or put one on the corner. He's going that good.
And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. At the plate, Justin Turner flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2. And 0-2, choke up a little bit and try to put the ball in play. You just got to be in battle mode right now.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout score. In now is John Jay. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Center fielder.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. Stepping up now, Jake Arrieta. He was able to play 2 with a base hit in his first appearance. Lifted in the air out to right. Cruz over to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, number 8. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Here's Corey Seager. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
The shortstop, Corey Seager.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit weakly back to the mound. A quick out number 1. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
And he'll put this away for the second out. At the plate is Andre Ethier. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Grounded back up the middle. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Striding into the box, Chase Utley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Popped high in the air. Zobrist is there for it, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Addison Russell. He'll start things.
Second baseman, Addison Russell.
Pedro Baez takes over to start the
pitching for the Dodgers, number 52. Pedro
high and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
He chases after ball 3, and instead it's 2-1. Fouled back. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Addison Russell becomes the first out of the inning. Ethier has to cover some ground, but he gets there, and there are 2 gone. Here's Jason Hayward now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Peterson going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay, the tag, and he is out at third. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nelson Cruz. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. This is line to left. Hayward has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number one. Standing in, Pedro Baez. Roberto Pena will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And this is fouled straight back. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Kyle Seager comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Very weakly on the ground. In time to first, and there are two away. Ready for another shot now. Jock Peterson. No hits in two trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Julio Urias is into the ball game.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Line drive to left. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the seventh. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
First baseman number 44.
Striding in once again, Anthony Rizzo. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Seager settles under it near second. One down. Here's Ben Zobrist now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Center fielder.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. John Jay is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And to score, the runner from second. Ready now, Jake Arrieta. A hit in 2 tries so far. Number 46.
Arrieta. Your attention, please. Now pitching for
First
the Dodgers.
pitch of the at-bat on its way.
46.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Peterson has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. In to score, the runner from third. Ready once again, number 8. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Jay is on his way home. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead. Addison Russell is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
That curveball just frozen. That's one of those big curveballs you're expecting to go start at you like this one did and break all the way down to the bottom of the plate.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. Digging in to try it again, Justin Turner. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
First baseman, Justin
And this is
Turner.
fouled back and out of play. Now that's popped up. Russell is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. Stepping up now, Corey Seager. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Under it is Zobrist, 2 away now. At the plate is Andre Ethier. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Andre Ethier.
A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Zobrist settles under it near second. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Bryant.
Swing and a liner. But this is foul near the seats. Comes set with the 0-1. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Chris Bryant goes quietly to lead off the 8th. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled back. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Number 40.
Wilson Contreras is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Peterson giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play. Now at the plate, Chase Utley. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Second baseman.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. So striding forward now, Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Franklin Gutierrez.
Pinch hitting for the Dodgers, number 28, Franklin Gutierrez.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jay giving chase. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Seager will make the turn for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely. Here's Jock Peterson now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Peterson
started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. for Seager. That gives him 5 doubles now on the year. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch. Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Adam Liberator enters from the pen
Now
to start.
pitching for the Dodgers.
Anthony
Number
Rizzo
36.
stands in now. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the ninth. This is on the ground over to first. The tag, and he is out. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. Around second is Zobrist. He's headed for third. And he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time.
The batter. Center
In now
fielder.
is John Jay.
John
1 for
Jay.
2 on his line so far in the game. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. To first. Turner's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. No hits in
Leading
3
off from the
tries so
bottom of the
far.
ninth,
He's struck out once.
First baseman, Justin Turner.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. On its way is pitch number 75. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit. Here's Corey Seager. He's
next
working
for the
on a
Dodgers,
1 for 3 thus
shortstop,
far.
Corey Seager.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Now batting, catcher,
Yasmani Grandal is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1. 3-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And here's Jay to put it away, and that's out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, left fielder,
Arrieta sets. Here comes the first pitch.
Ethier.
Andre Ethier is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Here's the 1-0 now to Ethier. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Outside with that delivery, and it's 3-0 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit toward the right side. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was outstanding in this one. I mean, we talked about his dominance throughout the game, and he allowed only 1 run. So to me, there's no doubt he was the story here.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the